Beautiful. Okay, welcome Spark Professionals Guild community that is growing so beautifully as we go along and as we progress. We seem to be tapping gently, slowly but surely to more corners of the globe, which is very exciting. And yeah, growing nicely thanks to all of you, and hope that you're all getting the most amazing value out of being part of this community. So I just thought in the last 2 weeks, more or less, 2 to 3 weeks, I've had a few one-on-one consultations. Quite a few of them have been with UK salon owners, but they also have had with USA salon owners, as well as with South African salon owners. And it seems to be almost like a marketing concern that is coming up, that they're not quite sure how to get clients returning, how to get clients spending more money in their business. So it seems to be like a common thread at the moment across the globe: marketing, sales strategy, client retention, getting in new clients, that kind of thing. So I just thought, right, it's a massively broad subject, but I thought, let's tap into what is the consumer looking for, and then perhaps we can answer into that. Okay, so I mean, I don't have a magic wand. Sometimes I think I do have one, but I really don't have one. But everything is quite exciting as it progresses, and I think how marketing is becoming so different nowadays is that we need to tap into what is the consumer looking for. And that's not just guesswork, it's looking at actual data. Looking at data, what are they typing in the search engines, and then making sure that we're speaking into that. Okay, so I'm going to take you through a little bit of research that I've done, and then some of the data that I've managed to collect, which is quite interesting. And then we can see how we can tap into and speak to that data that has come in. So hi, Lisa saying super grateful, and Sharita saying hello, everyone. Hi, Sharita, lovely to have you with us again, my dear. So lovely. Okay, everyone. So here we go. Here's some of the research that has been done, and some of the stats that I've managed to pull from you. So, I mean, you can have a look at this in your own time. This site called Hootsuite, they do a lot of internet, digital, a lot of data collection when it comes to that. So I thought what would be interesting is to first look at the world, okay? Look at it globally. What are the world's most used social platforms, okay? And we're starting, so this is global. We're starting with Facebook. We're then going on to YouTube, which is quite interesting that YouTube is in second position globally for social platforms. Then WhatsApp, very interesting, okay? Facebook Messenger, and in fifth position is Instagram. Okay, so that's from a global perspective for you to have a look at, right? Now we coming to South Africa and have a look at South Africa as well. And what's interesting, so you must remember, South Africa, they haven't updated it yet. So it's January 2020, whereas globally was updated January 2021, okay? We've got WhatsApp at 1, YouTube at 2, Facebook at 3, Facebook Messenger at 4, and Instagram at 5. So this is quite interesting that in South Africa, and I'll be interested to see when they do manage to update this, that WhatsApp is the #1 social media platform in South Africa. Okay, so that's quite interesting, because you must have a look at this and say to yourself in your business right now, and you can ask yourself this question, no matter where you are in the globe, is, are you tapping into those top 5 social media or communication platforms where the consumer is talking and interacting? So you need to make sure that, remember, obviously we've always said Don't try and be on every single social media platform. Find the one where your client spends the most time on and engage with that one first, and then move on to the next one. But you do need to look at the data coming in and saying, right, if most of the population is on WhatsApp, what am I doing on WhatsApp? Am I doing anything on WhatsApp? Okay. This is also quite interesting. And this is for South Africa specifically. I'll show you some more global stats in a moment. So in South Africa, we've got a 54% of the population is using the internet, okay? 40% of the population are active social media users, and 38% of the population use those social media sites on their mobile phone. So, you know, not on a desktop or a laptop computer, okay? All right, this is also quite interesting. Digital around the world. This is, I found this quite fascinating too. So we've got a 7.83 billion total population, right? Then we have 66% using mobile phones, okay, in the globe. 60%, just behind that, of the population around the globe is using the internet, okay? And then we've got 53%, 53.6%, so just behind that are active social media users.
No, you can park here as well.
Who are we chatting to? Dash. Okay, let me just mute her. There we go. All right. So that's quite interesting there. And then have a look at your digital in Africa. So this is the whole of Africa, not just South Africa. We've got a 43% total population. 81% of that population is on mobile phones. Interesting there. 34% are internet users. However, we've only got a 16% social media users. So that's quite interesting to note as well. And this is in the, Africa in general, okay? What I found quite fascinating was the annual change in digital use in Africa. And this is from 2019 to 2020. They haven't updated 2021 yet for Africa. But we've had a so let me do it in percentages. So 2.5% increase in population. We have a 5.6 increase in mobile users. So here comes the interesting part, is 10% increase in internet users. And look at this, 12% increase in social media users. I think that from 2020 to 2021, that's why I'm keen to see those stats, we're going to have this internet and social media users jump up, especially because of the pandemic and more people getting onto their phones. Okay, so this is also quite interesting here. Globally, around the world, the social media use, okay, as you can see here. So check what country you're in. So you see South Africa's got a 50%. You've got South America at 83%, Central America 84%, Northern America 82%. We've got Western Europe at 62%. So I think you can just check whichever area in the globe that you're situated in, what is the social media use in that country, which is quite interesting to see as well. This I also found very interesting, which is the top messenger apps around the world and where people are speaking to each other through. So everything in green is WhatsApp. Okay, so you can have a look and see whatever country you're in. And this I found quite fascinating because if you look at America, South America is completely WhatsApp. And then you go up into Central America, still a little bit. But most of them are on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger, which I found quite fascinating as well. Okay, and this is important for you to know because this is how you're going to tap in and communicate with a specific market in your area, making sure that you're talking to them on the same platforms that they're communicating on. This is a January 2021, so this is more updated information. And this is very interesting for you to know. It's the amount of time that is spent in mobile apps by category. Okay, so it's on a mobile phone. So we've got Average time spent using their device, mobile devices, 4 hours and 10 minutes. Okay. Then the percentage of that time that is spent in social communication, in social and communication apps. Okay. So this is very important for us because this is the space that we mix in. And that is 44% of the total time. That's almost half the time they are spending in social media or communication apps. Then we've got video and entertainment, 26%, then gaming at 9%, and then different types of apps at 21%. Okay, so that's quite interesting to see, and very important for you to note is how much time people are spending on their devices and looking at these communication apps. Okay, and the point that I'm trying to make is that I hope you're speaking into that time and taking enough time and effort to put into that area, because that's where these people are spending their time. Okay, so this here I found fascinating too, okay, which is the evolution of daily time spent using social media. So how's this? So we start in 2015. We've got 1 hour, 51 minutes, okay, Q3 of 2015. We then moved to 2016, 2 hours, 2017, 2 hours, 2018, 2 hours, 2019, 2.5 hours, and Q3 of 2020, we've got also 2.5 hours. So what's interesting to see there is that even though there was the lockdown, there doesn't seem to be a bigger jump because of COVID of the time that they're spending on social media. There's more people on the internet, yes, but not so much time spent, more time spent on social media platforms. Okay. And then this is interesting for you to see in your specific country. So the worldwide one here at an average of 2 hours, 25 minutes is daily time that people are spending on social media specifically. So you can have a look here in South Africa, have a look here, is 3.5 hours, 3 hours and 32 minutes that our population is. That's a lot of hours considering people are awake, let's say for 14, 15 hours. I mean, 3.5 hours is a lot of hours that they're taking up time on social media platforms. Okay, so have a look here for your specific country as well. So we've got USA at 2 hours. They've come in at 2 hours. And the UK, 1 hour, 49 minutes. That's interesting. So the UK are not completely on their phones all the time, I suppose, or on social media platforms all the time. Okay. This one here I showed you already. Okay, so now, what are people searching for? What are the consumers looking for? Okay, so this information that I'm going to give you, and I'm really going to present the words, the top key words that people are searching in the beauty industry. Okay, and this information has been given to me by a Google Analytics company, a global one. They're called Search Kings, and they deal with massive companies looking at data. Okay, in terms of, in fact, I'm going to be getting them to come and chat to us a little bit about how to tap more into the marketplace and resonate more to what they are looking for. So I'm going to give you the top words that the consumer is looking for in our industry. Okay, so make sure that you either take a screenshot or write them down and then go and sit with your team and look at how you're speaking into these words. Okay, so the first word that people are searching, and number one in the search engine, is the word anti-aging. So quite interesting, from a product house perspective, they seem to love using the words rejuvenating and things like that, but that is not the words that the consumer is looking for. And this is something for you as salon and spa owners to talk into. So what this means is that all of your messages that you are sending out, whether it is on Instagram, on Facebook, on WhatsApp should include the keywords that the consumer is searching, because this is what they're after. So don't try and get fancy with your wording and your terminology and find other new, more interesting words than the word anti-aging. The bottom line is the consumer is searching the word anti-aging, you talk into that word. Okay, the next word that I really didn't think that this would be one of the top words is collagen. I was shocked to see that collagen comes up second in the beauty searches. So again, talk into this word, whether it's collagen supplements, whether it's collagen induction therapy. So now you must remember something. A lot of you out there are doing microneedling, am I right? So this is interesting because we keep calling it either dermapen treatment or microneedling treatment. Very interesting is what you should be changing your wording to so that it comes up on the search engine, and that is collagen induction therapy. Okay, so that is called CIT, which is actually the first word, Kim, I'll go back to it, anti-aging, anti-aging, okay? Second word is collagen. Pleasure, Kim. So remember, with microneedling, don't get fancy with the words dermapen that you think that the consumer knows. You can put that in your description somewhere. Make sure that you've got the word collagen inside your description, because that is exactly what that treatment doing is, collagen induction. If you are stimulating collagen production in any of the products that you are selling, use the word collagen in your communication, because this is a word that the consumer is looking for. And this one really blew me away because I didn't think that this would be number 2 in the search engine. Okay, next one is this one I thought would be number 1, but it wasn't, is pigmentation. That simple word, pigmentation. Again, don't get fancy with melanin production or tyrosinase inhibitors or all these fancy words that we seem to come up with in our industry. Stick with the words that the consumer is looking for, and they're searching for the word pigmentation. So that means any treatment that you are doing, any product that you are selling that works or assists in the management of pigmentation, you need to use that word when you are sending out communication. Next word, which also blew me away, I really didn't think this word was being searched, is sensitive skin, or the word not really sensitive on its own. They're searching sensitive skin. And it's quite amazing that it's come up 4th in the rankings. And apparently the latest trend is that everybody feels that they have sensitive skin. Everyone all of a sudden has got some form of sensitivity on their skin. So talk into that. If you've got products or treatments that assist sensitive skin, that help build sensitive skin, that help desensitize sensitive skin, talk into these words. Okay, very, very importantly. All right, so there's your words, everyone. I'm going to go through them one more time. So we've got anti-aging. Okay. We've got, let me just admit the 2 people that are coming into the room. Okay, anti-aging, our first word. Second word, collagen. Okay, third word, pigmentation. Fourth word, sensitive skin. Okay, those are your top 4 searched words in cyberspace at the moment. Okay. Laniel is saying, I'm really surprised. Seems like old news. Just shows that as professionals, we are thinking way too detailed. Yeah. So it was quite interesting, Laniel, in my consultation that I had with these people that pulled the data for me. One of the first things that they brought to my attention was that the wording and the dialogue that we are using in our industry is getting too fancy and too sophisticated and is not speaking to the consumer. And they said, dumb down your words, what is what they said to me. So go back to basics and talk into the wording that the consumer is searching. And he said it is absolutely vital that we're making sure that all of these words are in our descriptors. That is what is vitally important. Okay. All right, so now, how this picture is depicting how do you make the most impact, okay? So if those are the searched words, how do you talk into them and make the biggest impact that will give you a better return on investment, all right? How do we stay on top of the most searched words in current times? With me, Kim, I'll tell you. Okay, how's that? So you'll hear from Spa Professionals Guild. I'll keep you updated. I'm going to get a quarterly update in any case. I'm also going to actually, I'm not sure if you were on, but I am going to invite this company to come and chat to us about, how do we talk into the consumer. I'm giving you quite a lot of info that they've shared with me, but I'd like to call them in for us to have a Q&A session with them at some point, okay? Okay, so how do we have the most impact? Okay, here we go, everybody. Again, I'm giving you, and when we finish the course in the member lounge, yes, correct. Okay, so I'm going to give you now the information that they've given me is making the most impact in social media, online, in general. Where are they finding? So remember, these guys pick up everything. So they pick up where the consumer clicks to. They then pick up on how long the consumer stays on a certain page. And they then pick up where they drop off. Okay, so they're sharing with me where are the points where the consumer is engaging for the longest period of time and where they're getting the most impact from. Okay, and impact talks to revenue in our industry. So first of all is before and after pictures. They said is absolutely vital today and not photoshopped, fancy, all these totally edited. And I'm going to, when I'm done with the section, I'm going to take you onto 2 Instagram pages because I want to show you how you can really talk into these before and after photos. But I'm going to show you a few here today. So here, this particular client did her own pictures, okay, because she was so impressed with the treatments that the salon owner then said, oh, my word, could I use them on social media, please? Okay, and just showing her after, again, microneedling treatments or collagen induction therapy on how her skin has improved and to such a massive degree. Okay, here's another one I want to show you. So again, just the glow that this client has, how the lines around her eyes, look here, are completely softened after her treatment. And you can see these pictures look real. They don't look photoshopped. They don't look edited. They just look plain and simple, same angle, same lighting, okay? So you don't have to be this major photographer to take these pictures. What you do have to do is get into the habit of taking them and be consistent with it, okay? Here's another one. Again, look at this lady's face. I mean, the bottom line is, if you look at her post that goes with this picture, is how much her pigmentation has lightened, how much brighter her skin is after one single solitary treatment. Okay. Oh, how's this? I asked the salon owner's permission to please just post her actual post. And she said yes. So, I mean, this was unbelievable. She sent out one post of a before and after of a foot peel, and immediately got phone calls in and bookings generated from it. Okay, now that's called making an impact, but you can only do this if you start to get serious about posting these before and after pictures. Okay, I'll go on to the sites that I want to show you in a minute because I want to discuss the other pointers first. Okay, the next one is testimonials. They are absolutely vital to building your business, okay? And they shared with me that the kind of testimonials that they want are either in the form of short, punchy video clips, or they are in the form of written, okay? I'm going to get to it in a minute, but according to the data coming in, the spoken video clips, the video testimonials are getting a lot more strength and pull and attraction than the written testimonials. Okay, so just bear that in mind. So I want to show you one testimonial pic So Tiffany, I did ask her permission. She is online. I just want to show you this testimonial that she did. And then I want to show you how, sorry, I'm going to show you the testimonial, and then I'm going to tell you what needed to be corrected with this testimonial video clip, so that when you do your video clips, you do them right the first time round, and you give your client the tips to do them correctly. So have a look at this clip, okay?
Hi there, my name is Tiffany Bertossi. I'm the co-owner of Crema Nail and Beauty Lounge in South Africa, and I belong to the Spa Professionals Guild. The reason that I joined this wonderful community of professionals is because I needed to find out more about what was going on in my business. I needed help and I needed assistance with motivating my staff, increasing my retail, and just finding out exactly how to do that, especially in the times that we live in. Sometimes it's really, really tough to see past the fuzz. So I'm extremely pleased that I have got a community of people internationally based who are always willing to help and assist with whatever challenge I face. We increased our retail by 25%, and my staff morale, I would say, is almost 100% increased. So please, please, please join me with this wonderful community of people. Do yourself the biggest favor and join Spa Professionals Guild like me and get the help and the assistance that you need with a wonderful community.
Okay, so that was an amazing, Lucia, your turn's coming. Hey, I'm going to ask you, because now I'm also on a mission, everyone. I'm also learning from these marketing people. So can anybody tell me, without me telling you, what should be corrected in this video clip? Okay, so I'll give you a clue. It's not the lighting. It's got nothing to do with what she's saying. What do you think needs to be corrected in this video clip to make sure, and I'll give you a strong clue, that it plays in the social media platforms correctly? There's a clue. I don't think I'm going to give you any more clue. Does anybody know? Because I had no clue until it was pointed out to me. I honestly had no clue. Branding? No. Nope. The branding gets added afterwards. Hello, Shivani. Format. Okay. Brilliant, the way it is recorded. Okay, well done, well done. Angle in which she shot this, the sound was not well. Okay, so everything actually works well, because remember, we don't want this to look like studio recording. You want it to look real, honest, down to earth, like I quickly took a video, come, tell me how you're feeling. It is the format in which this was recorded. And have a look here with my cursor. No problem, Shivani. This was recorded in portrait, can you see? And it should have been recorded in landscape. Okay, if I had recorded this in landscape, it would have taken up the entire screen when I was showing you now, when I was showing you the video clip, and that's why it's not taking up the entire screen. So little things like that can make a huge, huge difference. And then remember, you don't want them to look like studio recordings. You want earnest and honest and quick testimonials. So everything about this was perfect other than the way that it was shot. Okay, so everybody, please, please, I'm going to go back to the word testimonials, testimonials, testimonials. They are absolutely vital to tapping into, talking to what the consumer is responding to. Okay. Wow. Okay, Shani, these testimonials are called vox pops. Taken from the Latin word vox populi, means the voice of the people. You are more likely to sell yourself by having others sell you, because generally people will immediately buy from you when the opinion of the majority is amazing. People trust the opinions of others. Thank you, Shani. Okay, I learned something new today. Latin word vox populi. Nice. Alrighty. Okay, so next one. Video content. Video content. And again, I don't ever need to show you now, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to go to 2 specific pages where there's quite a lot of video content, because what I want you to see is that it's not difficult. You don't have to set up a whole production and call in the big guns to film it. You really can do it yourself. You really can. And how powerful these little video clips are, especially in your environment, either when showing a massage or when showing a facial treatment or something like that, okay? But video content is key. And then the last one is personalization. So, I mean, this to me was like, I don't know, it was mind-blowing for me because I hop on and on and on and on about personalization, right? But these guys who collect data, I think they hopped on and on more than what I did about it, and how personalizing content, and they showed me to what extent personalization needs to get to. And this, for example, is how personalized one specific person's data that has been collected is. So you can see here, female, age, what type of films this person likes, what type of games they like, what they wear the most, apparel, athletic shoes. They love beaches and islands, bars, clubs and nightlife, beauty and fitness, books and literature, celebrities, classical music, combat sports, chocolate and sweets, cameras. I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot of data to collect. But let me tell you where you are in a position that no other industry is in. Does anybody know what I'm about to say? Where do you have an advantage? Where do we as an industry have an advantage over any other industry when it comes to collecting data of our clients? Laura, don't type, because I know you're about to type. Don't type, Laura. Who thinks that they can answer that? Where are we at an advantage to any other industry in the world? Well done, Nicola. Consultation. So it's amazing. Everybody's answering that. Yet, here comes my question back to you. Are you talking to your clients' personal needs of what they are telling you in their consultations? Okay. So, I mean, I'm going to have another coaching session on this because it seems to also come up major. I want to really change the words that we are using from consultations to conversations. I heard this, in fact, from a UK salon owner, and I loved it. I said to him, I'm stealing your word. I'm sorry, but I'm stealing it. And why I loved it is because the word conversation tells you that we are going to talk, right? It says to you, come, let's have a conversation about your skin. Not let's have a quick consultation or let me quickly consult with you. And that's where you sit down and the client opens up and spills the absolute beans. Okay, even in the hairdressing industry, they just want to tell you everything about their lives, their children, what they love, what they don't. So the more data and the more information you can collect, the more personalized your message and the more personalized the service that you're giving them. Okay, because it's not only in the communication, but it's also in the interaction that you have with those clients when they arrive. So if I know that this client is arriving and she loves chocolates and sweets, guess what I'm going to have for her possibly on her birthday? A chocolate. In fact, my favorite chocolate is. That's how personalized this is going to get. And she's going to get her favorite chocolate on her birthday or her appointment closest to her birthday with a birthday message on it. Now that, and let me tell you, think about it. If that had to happen to you, not just a birthday message now, but that you got your favorite chocolate, small, inexpensive detail, right? But very powerful in building rapport and client loyalty, because I'm going to keep wanting to come to you because you know what my favorite chocolate is and you give it to me when I come for my appointments. Okay. All right, so Shivani is saying, I believe that many consultation cards out there are generic and it needs to be changed. Love the conversation. Yeah, I love the conversation too. In fact, Shivani, I'm going to try and almost pioneer that we don't have generic consultation cards. I mean, you've got to have the basics on it, but I want to pioneer that we get into a lot more detail and into a lot more things, little things that make a difference to the client, like their favorite drink, their favorite chocolate, another thing, their favorite color. Think about this. So say I arrive, another thing that you could do for me is perhaps one single flower in my favorite color. So think about all these little details that you can do that can personalize the activity or the message to the clients that make them feel so important. Okay. So before I show you those two sites I want to quickly take you to, I want to end off by talking about content. Okay. Because content is what you use to put your message across, right? Okay, so let's just have a look at a few pointers on content. So I'm going to give you some quotes that I felt put the message across. Content is the reason that the search began in the first place. Okay, somebody saw something, but remember it spoke to them, and that's why we started searching. That's where the search began. And this I love. The only way to win at content marketing is for the reader to say, this was written specifically for me. So they must feel that it is so personalized and it speaks to them, and in turn they will respond to it. Okay. And then look at these little pointers on great content. Now remember, content is okay. Great content is king. So there's that quote that's going around that says content is king. I don't agree with that. I believe great content is king. Okay? And what makes up great content is it persuasive? Here's something interesting. You might have the most awesome content, but is it findable? Are people finding the content? Is it informative? Is it useful? And is it friendly? Okay, these are just some little tips about creating great content, not just plain content. Okay. I absolutely love this. It totally resonates with me. And I'm hoping that everybody's going to join in on this, because it seems to be what is talking to the consumer in a big way at the moment. And this is purpose-filled or purpose-led or purpose-created content. And let me show you a few examples of what I mean by this. Okay, so this first example is by Barbie. Okay, we all know that doll brand, Barbie. Well, I hope you know it. And if you don't, well, it's a doll brand, okay? Barbie came up with a purpose-filled campaign. And when you go onto their website, this is how you land. And it's called the Dream Gap Project. And what this is all about is when ladies or when little girls start becoming a little bit older and they start to lose confidence, and they call that the dream gap. It's that gap where they lose that utter confidence that they had as kids when they start getting a little bit older. They start getting to that 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old age. They seem to have a confidence dip. And they've run an entire program that supports little girls to keep their confidence. And I think it's amazing, okay? And they tell it to you from the word go when you land on their site. So instead of promoting, so this is what the point I want to make. Instead of promoting Barbie dolls, the best experience for your daughter, blah, 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 whatever, you know, get your daughter to play with the doll that's as lifelike as it ever will get. No, it's support us in our endeavor or in our initiative to keep our children, our daughters, confident as they grow. I love that. I just think it is amazing. Okay. The other one, I've got a few to show you, is this Dave's Killer Bread. Okay, it's a bakery. Now, what's interesting about the story here is that this guy is an ex-convict. So he created his purpose content around himself, really, because he's an ex-convict. And he says here, at Dave's Killer Bread, we have witnessed the power of second chance employment, hiring those who have a criminal background and are ready to change their lives for the better. It gives people a second chance, not only to make a living, but to make a life. And that's why it's called Dave's Killer Bread. But weird, hey? But again, how's the purpose behind it and the message behind it. So again, it's not just about the bread, but it's about, you know, you are changing a life by buying a loaf of this bread. Okay, we also have, for example, Sparlicious is a body brand, and here their organization is People Opposing Women Abuse. And again, the whole story: women are deserving of a life of respect, dignity, and freedom. And this is again put across as a commitment that the brand is making. Okay, another one that I love is Kevin Murphy. So it is a hair care brand. And their whole philosophy is their packaging is made from the plastic that you get in the sea. And their whole story here is the environment and how they are so passionate about the environment that it resonates through their entire campaign and their entire brand. And then again, a little message, recyclable packaging. So what I want you to think about when it comes to all of this is when somebody opens up your website, okay, and this is giving really food for thought because I'm in the process of changing our websites at the moment. Do they land on the page that tells them about your products? Or do they land on the page that tells them about your purpose and then about your product? So the communication or the recommendations I've been made is say your purpose first, because people will buy into a purpose and they will get attracted by the purpose. They're going to search the product anyway, right? So tell them what you're on a mission about first and what your purpose is first, and then tell them about your product, okay? Which I found fascinating and I love it. So we're in the process of changing all of ours. Okay. There's something in the chat box. Yes, the story. Okay. All right. So this is something a tiny bit new to me. Maybe Laura's going to laugh at me because it's probably not new to her at all. Okay. But this is these Google snippets and Google rich snippets. And I am totally fascinated by them. So I want to share them with you because I'm on a mission to get us in tune with this by recommendation, and I would like all of you to get onto a mission. So let me quickly tell you about them, and then you can see if you are talking into any of this, because it is one of apparently the basics of, well, not really the basics. I mean, the basics, you get more basic than this. It's being found on Google for starters. But let me show you what this is. So what is a Google snippet? Google defines this as a description, okay, of or an excerpt or a piece from the web page that follows the title and then precedes the URL. So just to give you an example of one that I searched is how to catch the Gautrain. So Gautrain being the word that was searched, and immediately up comes a little description. One, touch your gold card, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this could be quite interesting because you could create this about the words that people are searching. Think about it carefully. Okay, these guys gave me these ideas. So that collagen word, collagen induction therapy, if you get the snippet right, and will lead to your page to show how collagen induction therapy is done. Okay, but you've got to talk into what those words are that the consumer is searching. So that's the one that I found amazing, okay? And the second one is the Google rich snippets. This one, and I love this, it gets you extra information such as review, ratings, and links, which is quite important. So can you see, I've always wondered, how do these people get these reviews here on Google? Okay, so, and now I've figured it out. It's these Google rich snippets that they're busy creating that get people to be able to rank your page or your site so that you see it when you are searching Google, not when you're in it. Eh? This is when you're in the search engine. And remember, this is a way to catch people, because if your name comes up or the treatment that you're offering comes up and you get a 5-star or a 4.5-star rating, they are going to click further, as opposed to something with a no-star rating or no reviews. Okay, people are looking for these ratings and these reviews. So try and talk into this. I am going to be doing a little bit more research on this. So if anybody does, if you think that it's worth us doing a little session on our coaching call about it, let me know if you're keen, because then I will get somebody to teach us how to do this and to tap into this marketing method a little bit better. Okay, Laura, just interesting to ask, did you know about this? And have you?
I don't know how to do it.
Okay, but did you know about it? Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
I just don't know how to do it.
Okay,
Not
good.
yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Okay, good, good. But you knew about it. I was wondering,
Yeah.
as I researched this, I thought, I wonder if Laura knows about this. Okay, so interesting. Everybody, let me know in the chat box if you think that I should organize this as a bit of like a little workshop for us. Please let me know, because, okay, all right, that sounds like most of you are interested enough. Okay, so I think that gives us, because I'm interested too, gives us great content to go and figure out how to do this. Okay. All right, so before we do this, I want to show you. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for a minute so that I can look up these two sites. Okay. I want to show you two pages. I have asked both owners permission to show their pages, by the way. And you are all welcome to follow them if you don't already follow them. Okay, now I'm going to share my screen. And I want to show you an example. Okay, can everybody see my screen? Instagram feed screen. Yes. Okay. So Tiffany, thanks for giving me permission to show this. I think she is online. So I just want to show all of you some examples of before and afters and how they are aggressively using it. And it is working because they are getting inquiries and bookings and comments. You can see just from the engagement of each of their posts that they are getting. So I just wanted to show you a video content one on how it doesn't have to be. Can you all see it if I open it? Are you able to see the actual recording, everyone? Yes. Okay, so have a look here. Okay, so if you have a look in her message, she's used the word collagen, number one. So she's talking into a searched word. But she does put there, very interestingly, otherwise known as needling, microneedling, or dermapen. So that's quite clever. She's talking into a searched word, but she's also saying what people commonly refer to it as, so that the consumer who knows the word dermapen, oh, I know that. Okay. And then this isn't the entire treatment, but can you see how it's showing little snippets? And just 6 days, and there's almost 1,000 views on this. Okay, I mean, I find that brilliant. Again, look here, befores and afters. Okay, a specific peel, and 2 weeks later, the before and after. Okay. A lash lift, before and after. Okay, so I mean, I just want you to see that almost every single week, this has got over 1,000 views, a cold stone facial massage. So can you see the content that is being created here? Tiffany, are you on? Can you chat or not? Are you able to talk?
I am, I'm on, I can chat.
Okay, so since this is your content, can you please tell everybody online, how is your before and afters and your video content working out for you?
It's incredible. When we were posting like generated images or general stuff, you would get a post engagement, but it would be more like, oh, how long does it take? But since we've posted pictures of actual clients with what they've done, the inquiries are almost double, maybe triple. Everyone wants to know, what did they have done? How much does it cost? When can I come? Who do I see? Our Instagram literally doesn't stop. It's lovely.
That's brilliant. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Kim. Kim. Thanks, Tiff. And thanks for letting me show everybody this. Okay.
Pleasure.
Awesome. And then I want to show you all another one, which I hope it does come up. Can you all see it? Dulce Vita, are you able to see it? Okay. So this is Kim, who also gave me permission to show you this. So I just want to show you here, for example, oh dear, it's not showing it to you, but it does show it to you there, a before and after. Here's a little video clip that shows on dermaplaning. So she's done one of those, what do you call them, time-lapse videos, again, telling you all the reasons on the side to have this kind of treatment done. And Kim is not online today, but she gets a massive results from her before and after shots that she does. In fact, Kim is completely religious with her photographs. She doesn't let anybody sit down without having a before and after shot taken, and sends it to the actual customer. Again, personalization, remember that, eh? So sends it to the client as they've had their treatment done. And I'm trying to catch up with all these messages. So one more I want to show you here. Again, can you see they're quick? The videos don't take forever. They're really effective. They're not boring, and it quickly tells you on the side. And then she's always got a call to action. And remember, not everybody's call to action is the same. You've got to find what resonates with your clients. Kim has found what resonates with her, and Tiffany's found what resonates with her. But the point that I do want to make to you is if you look at their page, so this is Dulce Vita's page, what is it filled with here? Majority, before and after shots and videos, right? That's what it's filled with. Yes, there is in their grid, okay, the aesthetic grid, which we talk about in your course when you get to module number 7. She's following her grid with certain posts, but she is also adding a lot of video content, and there's the before and after that I showed you earlier on of that lady with the acne skin. Okay, so yeah, those are those two that I wanted to show you. So I hope that did help a little bit to you all. Okay, so last couple of slides for you. And then we're done, everyone. So let me know, what was your best take from today? What out of today's session fascinated you the most? Or what are you going to be on a mission to change in your marketing message and in what it is, the information that you're sending out? Okay. So Karen saying purposeful content. Larika, purpose. Yeah, Larika, I loved that too. The landscape versus portrait video format. Lanil, yes, we put you through that too. Laura, thanks. Live videos, Karen is saying. I'm blown away by marketing myself. Yay. Conversations, Lisa said. Okay, and purpose. Purpose, also the landscape. Okay, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. By the way, everyone, just quickly go into the chat box and tell me if you're keen on me doing a workshop on conversations as well. In other words, AKA consultations. If you're keen on that as well, let me know, please, everybody, yes or no, because I am thinking of creating a little workshop around that, which I feel is so important. Okay, so yes, yes, yes. Okay, sounds amazing. All right, everyone. So Thursday, the 22nd of April is the next time we see each other. What I'm going to do for that is either call back that company to come and help us out with those Google snippet stories, or I'm going to do the conversations workshop, one of the two, because that seems to be what's most in demand. And I'm going to move out the challenges session to May, because I think that we've got a few more things that everybody needs a bit of help with. Okay, so that sounds awesome. Okay, everyone, this is what I'm ending off with today. And that is our word for 2021. Our word, everyone, is movement. And what I'm loving is how much all of you are using that word when you communicate with me. I love it. All the messages I get back is I'm keeping moving. No matter how stressed or freaked out you might be, that word moving is definitely making its inroads. So today, I thought I'd put a little bit of a different picture up, Because when I saw this picture of movement, I'm not going to tell you yet what word or feeling it brought up in me. But can I hear from you all in the chat box? What do you see or feel when you see this picture of our word, movement? Laniel, slow but steady forward. Love it. Laura, doesn't matter how slow you are going, as long as you are going. Love it. Lisa, grace. Lucia, never giving up. Michelle, determination. Oh, love it. Love it, love it. Patience. Okay, Mariana, you and I were on the same page with what we felt. Okay, that I almost felt peaceful and that we need to be patient with our movement. Okay, Janelle, moving slowly but still getting somewhere. Exactly. Small steps lead to great things. Any movement leads somewhere, even if it takes time. And that's why I love our word, everyone. I'm obsessed with it because our word is what's going to keep us going for the next however many days of the year are left. Okay, and then we start all over again in 2022. All right. Super, everybody. Thank you for the most, yes, this word was the most perfect word ever. I know, Laniel, isn't it just beautiful? So we can thank my cousin in Brazil for sending me that word because it comes from her. Yes, Kim, I will send you the guidelines of where you should be. No problem. I'll put it on the group. Okay. All right, everybody. See you soon, everyone. Have the most fantastic evening or day. And I hope that you loved this session as much as I loved researching it and putting it together, because some of the items were new to me too. And I'm fascinated myself. So I can't wait to go on this voyage of discovery together with all of you. Okie dokes, everyone. Have the most beautiful evening. Ciao, ciao. Oh, these messages are beautiful, everyone. Thank you. They're so awesome.